Everybody take out your Blackberries, we're going back to 1999.
Okay, picture a cell phone and an email machine all in one thing. There is a free wireless internet signal all across North America, and nobody has figured out how to use it. It's like the Force. Sorry, have you seen Star Wars?
No.
If you were looking for the social network Canadian style, look no further. Blackberry is brought to you by Matt Johnson, an actor and director known for The Dirties, Operation Avalanche, and, well, now Blackberry. The cast includes Jay Baruchel, Glenn Howerton, Matt Johnson, familiar name, look at that, Mr. Talented, and about 2 minutes of Cary Elwes. It's a nice cast, but I can tell you from the start, this was Glenn Howerton's movie. How he was not nominated for more prominent awards for this role, I don't know, but he plays a fantastic asshole executive. He brings the energy, he steals every scene he's in. He is a fantastic companion character to Jay Baruchel. Glenn Howerton is the brute in this movie, and Jay Baruchel is the more passive computer nerd type. The brains of the organization, if you will, to Glenn Howerton's bulldozer who's going to get shit done no matter the cost. Overall, this was a tightly written movie. It felt like it was all substance and no fluff. If you like fluff, you'll not find it here. Going into this movie, I thought it was a tall task to chart the complete rise and fall of a company like Blackberry. And it is a tough task. It's a tough task to make any movie, but like this, you're packing in just a ton of information across about a decade-long timeline. And the writers pull it off. They condense it to about 2 hours. And the first hour is the rise of the company. And then after that, we start to see things untangle a little bit. And by untangle, I mean that Steve Jobs comes and lays the hammer down with introducing the iPhone. Damn you, Steve Jobs. But also thank you, Steve Jobs. I quite like my little iPhone here. Apple, if you're listening, when I said damn you, Steve Jobs, I was just kidding around. So please don't do whatever it is you might do to people who... All right, okay. Anyway, moving on. This movie has a little bit of everything. Comedy, drama, good pacing, lightsaber fights. Okay, maybe not lightsaber fights, but it's got everything else. Did I mention Blackberries, tense boardroom scenes, sales pitches, temper tantrums? Friendships are forged and destroyed. Another thing I think this movie does a really good job of is showing the life of an entrepreneur. Everybody on the Blackberry team in its infancy had to fight tooth and nail to get where they got through these board meetings. Even setting a board meeting was difficult. And we see these characters adapt on the fly to every situation, no matter what comes their way. It's a great movie to show the amount of grit you have to even get a chance to become a business owner. And I'm gonna butcher this stat, but it's something like companies last less than, I don't know, 25 or 50 years on the Fortune 500 list. You'll have to look that up. Fact check me. And this movie shows exactly why companies last for such a short amount of time, and it's because Blackberry did not get with the competition and the innovation. Like I said, Steve Jobs came in and said, move over or come along. And Blackberry was like, we invented smartphones. You can't just come in here and make a better one. I mean, we're Blackberry, right? Yeah, that strategy didn't go so well. Blackberry essentially lost sight of how they made it to the top. And how they got there was by making damn good products and listening to their consumer base. But then once they became this behemoth, they stopped listening to consumers and the engineers who were making the product. Their heads got really big. Plus, in order to attract top talent from around the world, they started doing some shady business practices. They also brought in people who were really dampening the company culture, the fun culture they had in place before they got so big. And that's probably a tough thing to manage because you have to bring in people who are able to extract the most potential out of each employee. And apparently those people tend to be really uptight, business-oriented hard asses. You know, they're going to crack the whip on you. And a lot of the engineers at Blackberry did not like that. Caused a lot of conflict within the culture of the company. But if you're looking to kill 2 hours, I definitely recommend you watch this movie if you haven't seen it already. It's got a good cast, great acting, solid story. It's a fun movie. Like I said, all substance, no fluff. And if you like this review of Blackberry, show some love, hit that like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and as always, please subscribe for more content. And I will see you in the next video.